It's a rare sight on this channel, isn't it? A sail up. I'm not going anywhere yet. Yeah, so welcome to ship vlog number 4. There was one yesterday, but I'll call this 4. That one I won't bother putting on now. What happened was super late to get it done. I had to go to the shop, and then when I got back, I thought, no, you've said you're putting one on every day. So I went to the shower block. I uploaded the video, but I forgot to add the second half of the video, so I decided then to just do it today. So what happened yesterday, I'm going to keep this quick because I am in the middle of chaos and I need to go to the shop, so, and put this on and cook my tea, and yeah, the list goes on. But yesterday was a bit of a bad day. So the update yesterday actually really just involved the story of what happened, you know, when it's a bad day, what makes you want to carry on doing it. But I will post that at another time. And yeah, why was it a bad day yesterday? I just tried everything. I cleaned all the terminals on the engine, I got the wiring diagram, I even put some like test wires, like if a wire might have been questionable, I put a different wire there to see if it was that, went through them all. It was boiling hot, and then in the end decided I needed to go get a multimeter that might have helped me to be able to at least read everything. Went, got the multimeter, came back, everything was checking out at like 12.9, so I don't know. Or yesterday I then really didn't know. I thought, is it just the battery? Because that's been the problem every other time. I'll get on to why it's not the battery. So then yeah, last night I thought I need to go put the update on anyway. And then this morning I just thinking, well, what am I going to do? Is it the battery? How am I going to get a new battery if it is the battery? It's not the battery, but that's what I was thinking. And I don't know what it is yet. It's going to be another full day of looking at it. It's the pressure at the minute. What really was the nail on the head yesterday was, got a text then, just after all this had happened and I kind of given up for the day, late into the day at about 8 o'clock as well, or maybe half 8, and got a text asking if I was available for a boat trip this week from some people that was on last year. And I swear it's the 7th one in the last couple of weeks that I've had to turn down because I'm not there. And, yeah, especially while I need the money, so I could really do with doing them. But I can only do what I've got to do. I feel like work ended up really not being a good thing. I didn't end up that better off from doing it. I was in the minus, I guess. You know, the first wage and a half more or less ended up just paying things that, and you know, I've had to replace things and all the rest of it. And I thought and I hoped I was going to get here, the engine was going to work, and all I had to do was fix a mast, which I've got a plan for, which will be coming in an upcoming episode because I've not done it yet. And I'd be able to get over there pretty quick and start earning. That's obviously not been the case, is it? And now with the engine still not working, yeah, I think if I can, there's not that many wires that are involved in starting it, so I don't know. I know ideally I should replace all of the cables. A lot of them are actually new. If you watched the last update and you saw that cable mess, half of that is because I melted the alternator wire. How did I melt the alternator wire? I tried to start the engine with a decompression lever up and it ran too fast, and I think the wires, yeah, so that's all right. That can be rewired. I've got wire to do that. Yeah. Well, no, actually it won't be tomorrow. But anyway, then on to today. I got up, can't just sit around moping that the engine's not working, and thought maybe if I get back onto her, it's a mess, isn't it? I hoped I was going to get everything done by the time I was doing this update. Get onto her and it's one less problem, and I was really putting it off because, you know, there's a mouse, rat, mice, whatever in there, God knows how many, and it's progressively got worse and worse and worse. Put some traps in, I've not caught any yet, but I needed to get in there and take out all of the bedding and stuff to try and get rid of its well, its nest or whatever. But you know, the thought of pulling something and loads of rats jumping out at me, obviously it's a bit off-putting. But yeah, ended up getting some rubber gloves, a face cover. Looked like there was a pandemic. There's a pandemic on that boat. And getting in there, and I've been in there all day. I've hoovered up any rat, mouse poo, etc., and then gone over everything with a wash basically. And the reason I'm going to the shop is I'm going to get some bleach to just, you know, go over all the surfaces in there. And the reason the sail is on is that's an old sail off this boat, and I've taken the sail I had on that boat because it was new and it didn't get much use, did it? Let's be honest. So we want to keep that one, and that needs to move because I obviously got two boats in this port. I can't tell you yet where it's moving because why can't I? Because I think it's a little bit of a secret that you can put boats there for free. Afterwards, I'll happily tell everyone in case anybody needs to use it. But for now, it's top secret. That's going to go there for a bit while I work out what to do. But I've got a bit more hope at being able to give it away now because I've been in there and cleared it out a bit. I think the best thing to do is all of the cushions to go in the bin, and if someone wants to take it as a project, maybe they will, I don't know. I'll show it you when I've finished, because I was in there today in the rebirth just getting bits out and stuff, thinking I can't believe I used to be able to sleep in here. The damage that got caused just by that is absolutely insane. So yeah, that sail's on. There is a bit of a hold, but the plan, I'd hoped to go put it where I'm putting it tomorrow. And this is how I know it's not the battery, because I don't know why I didn't think of it yesterday. Took the battery over there because that engine used to start. So if that wouldn't even click either, then I would know that it was potentially the battery. Took the battery over there, wired the battery in, and the engine wanted to start. So it's not the battery. I don't know if that's good news or bad, because yeah, buying a new battery would have been a problem in itself, but it would have been a quick fix, wouldn't it? A new battery and the engine would start. But yeah, in the coming days, she's going to move, and I think tomorrow I'm getting taken out to the mooring buoys. I actually quite like the idea of being out at the mooring buoys, so I don't mind that. But that's why everything's all over the place, and then this is going to be short, sweet, and hopefully it makes it on tonight. If not, it'll be on the following day. But I need to get everything off there before around midday tomorrow, so I don't want to end up short of time in the morning. The anchor, I'm going to swap with this one because that anchor's bigger and got more chain from my old boat. I want to swap these lines and stuff too. So yeah, busy, and just been working out what I've got in terms of sails. Really, I just could do with a pint. No wine before 9 has gone well. 4 days. Yesterday again. I could have downed the bottle of wine yesterday. The battery just, wow. And then the thing is too, you end up with everything out, and then I've got to do this clear up at then around 9 o'clock, and then ran to the shower block and then realised I'd done that wrong too. So yesterday was a highly frustrating day. I was going to put it on anyway because there's no point me just putting on that I made some progress. There is days where you seem to go backwards. But yeah. But at least, yeah, it's tonight. When I eventually finish whatever I'm doing, at least I feel like I've done something and get out to the mooring buoy. Just I haven't really got time, but just a day to. It's summer, you know, and if I got out there tomorrow, you know, a few cold beers would be nice. The sun, but I've got a lot to do, Anna. But it might just be good for a few days, just not hopelessly messing around with wires. Once that boat's moved, because I did think I swapped the engines, it'd be really hard, wouldn't it? That's probably got a newer engine than the new one, but thought of like trying to do that. Can you even swap them in the water? I'm not actually sure, to be honest. But what I could do is, the issue is going to be happening outside of the actual engine, you know. It's either going to be the starter motor, the solenoid, wires. So once I move that, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with it yet. If it's getting given away, anyway, let's be honest, not getting any money for that. I could potentially swap them parts over, maybe an idea. Who knows? Anyway, I'll cut that there because I've got to get on. But yeah, that's what happened yesterday. That's what's happened today. And yeah, once that's not an imminent problem, I might feel a bit better about the whole thing. It is sad going in there, cleaning it all, thinking, what happened? But she will end up doing one more trip, I think. The last time I had to do one more trip, look what happened. So yeah, I mentioned there's a little rip in the sail, but I'm going to go on one of the days with not really any, you know, no more than 10 knots, and just the sail will be a bit of an added boost. I'll secure the rig with the halyard for the